Last night, I found a website that shows tomorrow's news. At first, I thought it was just a strange blog predicting random events. But then, I saw something that made my stomach drop. An article about my death. And the date on that article was tomorrow.
Welcome to Shadowframe Stories.
It started around midnight. I couldn't sleep, so I was scrolling through random websites on my laptop. You know how it is when you keep clicking links that lead to even stranger pages. Eventually, I found a small forum where people were talking about something weird. A user had posted a link with a simple message: "Don't open this site unless you want to know the future." Of course, that immediately caught my attention. Curiosity always wins, so I clicked it. The page looked extremely simple. No ads, no logos, just a white background and black text at the top. Tomorrow's news. Below that were dozens of news headlines, but something about them felt strange. Each article had tomorrow's date. At first, I assumed it was fake. Maybe someone wrote fictional news stories for fun. But then I started reading them. The first article said, "City bridge closed after structural damage." The second one said, "Major power outage hits downtown area." There were more articles below. Accidents, fires, small events. Everything looked like normal news, but every article had tomorrow's date. I laughed a little. Nice creativity, I thought. Then I closed the website and went to sleep.
The next morning, I woke up to my phone buzzing. My friend had sent me a message. "Did you see the news?" I opened the message link. The headline read, "City bridge closed after structural damage." I froze. It was the exact same headline I saw on that website, word for word. At first, I told myself it was just coincidence. But then, another notification appeared. "Major power outage hits downtown area." Again, the same headline, the same wording, the same article. My heart started beating faster. I rushed to my laptop and opened the strange website again. The page still said, "Tomorrow's news," but now the articles were different. They were all dated tomorrow again. New events, new accidents, new stories. And as I read them, a terrible thought started forming in my mind. What if this site wasn't fake? What if it was actually showing tomorrow's news? I scrolled down slowly. That's when I saw something that made my hands shake. Halfway down the page was an article with my city's name. The title read, "Local man found dead in apartment late Friday night." My chest tightened. I clicked the article. Inside was a short paragraph. Police discovered the body of a 24-year-old man late Friday night after reports of a loud crash were heard inside his apartment. I felt a chill run through my entire body, because today was Thursday, tomorrow was Friday, and I was 24 years old. Then I noticed something even worse. Below the article was a small photo. It wasn't very clear, but the apartment building in the picture looked exactly like mine. I pushed my chair back slowly. "This has to be fake," I whispered, but my hands were shaking. The article mentioned a loud crash. Maybe it meant a robbery, or maybe something falling inside the apartment. Whatever it was, I wasn't going to stay there tomorrow night. I packed a small bag and decided to spend the next day at my friend's house. If the website was predicting something happening in my apartment,
then leaving should change the future, right? Friday evening came quickly. I was sitting in my friend's living room trying to relax. Nothing strange had happened all day. For the first time, I started to believe the website was just a creepy coincidence. Then, suddenly, my phone vibrated. It was a news notification. The headline read, "Police respond to incident at local apartment complex." My stomach dropped, because the building name was mine. My hands were shaking as I opened the article. It said police had responded after neighbors heard a loud crash in one of the apartments. But the strange part was the last sentence. It said the apartment was empty. No one was inside. I stared at the screen in silence. Then something else appeared on my phone, a notification from my browser. The strange website had updated. Curious and terrified, I opened it. The page now said, "Today's news." At the top was a new headline, "Man dies after car crash while visiting friend." My chest tightened because I was supposed to drive home soon. The article continued. Witnesses report that the driver lost control while looking at his phone. I slowly lowered the phone from my face. My heart was pounding because at that exact moment, I realized something. The website never predicted the future. It simply reported it before it happened. And now, I was holding the phone that showed the article about my death.